July. While the rest of Europe burned and wildfires ravaged, we were covered in a month-long cloud bank and with lots of rain. However, it didn't affect my enjoyment of being out in nature one bit, and I managed plenty of walks and adventures. I'm definitely getting much fitter because the walks seem to be getting longer and longer each time. In this video, I'll be taking you along with us on a circular walk around the Chesterfield Canal. So we're starting by the canal. I need to try not to fall in as I'm filming. And it is raining again. It's been raining all month and it is still technically July for this video. The Chesterfield Canal runs 46 miles from the River Trent to Chesterfield. The very last section into Chesterfield is the section we are walking today. The canal towpath is known as the Cuckoo Way. It was one of the last of the canals designed by James Brindley, who died while it was being constructed. It was opened in 1777 and was built to export coal, limestone and lead from Derbyshire and iron from Chesterfield. It was also used to move merchandise into Derbyshire, such as corn, timber and groceries. In 1907, subsidence from local mines caused the collapse of the Norwood Tunnel, splitting the canal in two. After this, the main use of the canal was the supply of water to the iron industry. As you can see, the canals have now become havens for wildlife and tranquility. Parts of the canal are designated nature reserves, where you may see kingfisher, water vole and grass snakes if you are lucky enough. Here we stopped at a very handy cafe en route and enjoyed tea and cake before setting off the rest of the walk. It's amazing to think that the towpaths running alongside were all used once by horses to tow the barges from place to place. After the Industrial Revolution, towing became obsolete when engines were fitted onto the boats. Just up ahead, the crooked spire is peering out of the horizon in Chesterfield. Lilacs grow all the way along the canal, and right now they smell absolutely wonderful. It's a shame there isn't a smell button you can put onto videos. We're leaving the canal now, about halfway through the walk, so we're just going to have a little interlude, and I'm going to take you on a short break to look at a place I visited at the very beginning of the month, the location of the Battle of Stoke Field, which was fought in 1487 near Newark in Nottinghamshire. To see this place today, it definitely has an eerie feel to it, but it is just farmers' fields rising to a point, then dropping down steeply to the River Trent, where there is no escape, which is probably the reason this was the site of such a bloody battle. It is the site of the last battle of the Wars of the Roses. Henry VII is on the throne after defeating Richard III at Bosworth, but the Yorkists, determined to reclaim the crown, claim to have the heir Edward, son of Edward IV's brother, who was a 10-year-old boy. It is thought this pretender was actually a young boy called Lambert Simnel, who Henry pardoned and allowed him a job in the royal kitchens after the battle. The Yorkists had 8,000 men, while King Henry 6,000, led by John de Vere, the Earl of Oxford, with further troops led by the King and the other Lord Strange. Although only the Oxford troops were engaged by the rebels, it was a particularly bloody battle, and the Yorkist army attempted to flee, cut off by the river, were chased down and killed. The River Trent is said to have run red with blood. Now back to the second half of our walk. Now walking in the open countryside, there is a diverse mixture of old and new. We're now approaching Westwood, the woods you can see up in the distance.